Yeah, I mean, I think it's nice that we know who we're playing, and we were preparing very well before, but now we can prepare accordingly, and we know it's going to be a tough test against Manitoba.
What's the initial thoughts about them? You've seen them a couple times. You know a little bit about them. Initially, what is it going to take? What's going to be the keys to this year?
We know that they're a very, very good hockey team. They work very hard and have some high-end skill up front, and just like any team this time of the year, it's going to be a challenge and a war out there, and we expect that. And as long as we play our game, we feel comfortable with our situation, and that's the most important thing, is looking after ourselves.
The two games you did win against Manitoba this season were in their building. Does that give you guys an extra foot of confidence going into this round?
Yeah, I think so. Anytime you can go in and take 4 out of 4 points from another team's building is huge, and a confidence booster for us. And it's a comfortable confines there. We played well, so good feelings going back. But we know that playoffs is a different animal, and we expect them to come out hard.
What do you take away from that first series against the Wolves, knowing that you're getting that first playoff experience, I guess, out of the way?
Yeah, no, I thought we did a great job of everybody coming together and playing for the team. Obviously, it was with the triple overtime game, you got lots of experience there, and learned how to grind out a win, and I thought we did a great job doing that.
Any concerns after the long layoff of being a little rusty or out of the flow?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we've had some days off and time to recoup, and then a couple good practice days. We'll have another one tomorrow. So I think we're ready to go. This time of the year, there's no problem getting up for a game, and it definitely helps being rested. So we're looking forward to it, and we expect to be our best.
I asked Adam this too. Are you more inclined to not fix it if it ain't broke kind of thing, or do you really have to look at the matchups, look at who you're going up against as far as lines and roster moves and stuff like that? And I know it's not your call, but style of play, does it need to be adjusted now?
I think for us, we've been saying it all year long, and if we play our game, and I know it's been very repetitive, but playing our game is key, and that's how we've gotten to the spot that we're in. So I don't think we change anything. Obviously within a series, there's always changes, that will take place. But going into it, we want to do what we do best: play fast, get pucks in deep, and play simple. And I think if we do that, we have a great shot.
We don't have the rivalry with Manitoba that we have with Chicago because we don't see them so much. But how would you kind of describe the rivalry or the relationship between the two organizations?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be heated. It's the playoffs, and with Manitoba, we've had some very tight checking games that have almost gotten out of control with the physicality. So I expect it to be a very, very emotional series, and I think in the playoffs that's the way you want it to be. It's the best time of the year, so we expect that, and as long as we keep our emotions in check, we'll be okay.
So they're one of the more physical teams you guys have faced this year, maybe the most physical?
Yeah, I mean, I think they have some guys that like to get on the body and do that kind of stuff. As for if they're the most physical team, I'm not sure, but we definitely had some physical games with them.
Do you guys feel like you have a little more breathing room with this being a 7-game series as opposed to a 5-game like the first round?
No, I think in the playoffs, urgency is the number one key. Doesn't matter if it's 3 games, 5 games, 7. You have to come out in game 1 with the same urgency and get off to a hot start and try to keep it rolling. But 7 games is a long way, and we'll take it game by game and not look too far ahead.
How big has Colin been in goal for you guys? Obviously, that triple overtime was huge, but just to know that he's been so solid in goal, giving up less than 2 goals in this playoffs.
Yeah, he's been huge. He's been our rock back there for down the stretch, and he's a very calming influence, and he does a great job back there. And like you said, he made some big saves, especially in the triple overtime game. There's one in the second period that particularly stands out. We're still down 2-0, made a huge stop and got us kind of back into the game. So he's been great for us.
For your power play wise, obviously, is that going to be another key factor here, I guess, this round?
Absolutely. Special teams always very very important in the playoffs, and our power play's been very good, so we want to continue to keep that going. You know, obviously there's going to be changes with a little bit. We're going to see a different penalty kill, but you know, do what we do best, and we should be okay.
Why is it so much better than at the beginning of the year? You guys didn't seem like you could buy a power play goal. Now it's, what was it, 40% last series or something?
Well, at the start of the year, it wasn't like we weren't, you know, doing the right things. It just didn't seem like it was going in, and now we're kind of getting them in bunches. I think, you know, we're doing the same consistent stuff. It's just kind of going in the net, and you know, we worked really hard on it, so it's nice to kind of get the benefit from it.